I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with an order that I placed off of the Paula's Choice website because I was running low of the Clear Daily Skin Clearing Treatment, which is a 2.5% benzoyl peroxide, and I use this every single morning to help keep breakouts at bay because I do have acne prone skin. So I got another one of those guys, and while I was at it, I decided to get a travel size of the same product, which, oh, I thought that said I thought that said that this was the 5%, and I was like, I ordered the wrong one, because it does come in a 5% as well as the 2.5%. So there's one that's a little bit stronger. I use the 2.5 because the 5% is just a little bit too dry for my already drier skin type. I thought I accidentally grabbed the wrong one. Anyway, I got this little guy for traveling because I'm going on a trip, and then I also got a travel size of the Paula's Choice C5 Super Boost Eye Cream. It's this guy right here, and they sent me the full size of this, shoot, I want to say it was like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I've really been enjoying this eye cream for using during the daytime. I've been using another kind of serum-y product underneath it, morning and night too, which I'll show you in a minute, but I really like this product, so I wanted to get the small size as well to travel with, because the full size is kind of a larger container. It's like an airtight pump container, which is really good for a vitamin C product because it can break it down if it's exposed to air. So I got those guys from Paula's Choice. And then the eye serum product I was talking about is from the brand Niod, and it's the Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate. It's a half fluid ounce pipette style bottle there, and the packaging is really kind of luxe the way that it comes. It's this guy right here. I'll just show you kind of how it kind of slides out like that, which is kind of cool. The bottle is a glass container as well, and I just kind of put 2 drops on my fingers and then spread that around my eye area morning and night. And then in the morning time, I follow up with the vitamin C from Paula's Choice, and then at night I've been using the Glow Recipe one, the new, oh, why can't I think of it off the top of my head? I believe it's their Guava Vitamin C, if I'm not mistaken. I've been enjoying that product as well. But my mom swears by this, and she doesn't have like all these little fine lines around her eyes. She's got kind of the smile lines, or the lines that form from like smiling, but the little fine lines she just doesn't have. And for a while this product was really hard to find, and so she ordered her last one off of Beauty Bay, and then I had checked the website. I can't remember the exact website. I think it's just the Niod website. I'll find it and link it down below, but it came back into stock, so I decided to go ahead and get one because, again, my mom has been using this for a really long time and her eyes look so good. So I've been enjoying it. I feel like it gives a nice amount of moisturization. It's real like slippy and serum like, and it feels really nice. It sits really pretty underneath concealer, topped with like the C5 Paula's Choice. I do have it underneath my eye area today as well, so I'm hopeful for this guy because, again, my mom's eye area looks so good. So I got this guy as well, and then I also got the Commodity Gold Scent Space Bold. So the other one that I got was actually the original fragrance, and I hadn't realized that off the bat, but I do feel like that spritzer that I got in the original Commodity Gold does last stronger on me than the older version. I don't know if that's a mental thing or not, but I just feel like that. But anyway, I wanted to get the stronger one to see if it was even more potent of the Commodity Gold version, and this came back into stock. I believe it was out of stock when I initially purchased the other one. So this is a 0.33 fluid ounce spritzer, much like the one I believe it was last week that I showed this. So this is the bold version, and it's one of these sprayers, which I really like, opposed to a roller ball. And then it says made in the USA, and then I wanted to read the notes in this one if I can find them. Maybe there aren't notes on here. Why did I think that there was? Yeah, there aren't notes on the box. I thought that there was. Anyway, this has a slight iteration of the Commodity Gold, but I get much more of a boozy men's cologne than I do the original Commodity Gold. So the couple times that I've used this, I go over it with the original one because I don't get that sweeter vanilla that's in the original one with this one. And I'm somebody who does like to wear men's colognes a lot, and I'll wear this. It's not a bad fragrance or anything like that. It just wasn't what I was expecting from it. it really, to me, smells like a men's cologne. You can get a hint of the original Commodity Gold in this one, but not as much as I was hoping for. So I'll continue to use it, but again, it's not like a much stronger version of the original. It's just kind of a different fragrance with a hint of the original for me. So I did go ahead and get this one right here because Commodity Gold is back on Sephora.com. They just kind of repackaged and did a little bit of rebranding and stuff, which I'm so glad they're back because, again, I love the original Commodity Gold fragrance. I also purchased a couple items from the MAC holiday collection. I'm kind of going back and forth between the eye palettes and maybe some of the like face products, but for now I originally ordered 3 products, but they messed up and they sent me 2 of the lipstick that I ordered. So I got the lipstick in the shade I've Been Naughty, and the packaging on this collection is really pretty. So this guy here is made in Canada. This is the packaging. It's really pretty, and the actual packaging mimics the box. And again, this is the shade I've Been Naughty, and this formulation is the Luster Glass Sheer Shine Lipstick. So again, it's one of these ones right here that has the MAC on the side right there. Really pretty packaging. This is the lipstick that I have on today. It is a little bit more deep than I thought it was going to be based off of what I've seen online, but it's still a really pretty color, and I've got it on with the Too Faced Lady Bold Badass lip liner, and it's like a perfect pairing, this lipstick and that lip liner. And I really love the shine that these Luster Glass Sheer Shine lipsticks give, and it does have that kind of MAC vanilla that's typical in MAC products, but this one's not super strong at all. I like them when they're strong and I get a whiff of it. I just love the vanilla that's in MAC lip products. But it's really, really pretty. So this is the I've Been Naughty shade, and I'll give you a swatch on the back of my hand there. So you can see it does have a bit of sheerness to it, but lovely pigmentation as well. And I do like that shine. So that's the lipstick that I got. And then I also grabbed one of the sparkler eyeshadows. So this is 0.05 ounces, and this one is made in Italy because you guessed it. It is a baked jelly product. Really cute packaging as well. So this is the one that I thought out of the ones that were available I'd probably get the most use out of, like a really shimmery kind of lid shade. And it's pretty, but you have to put it over like a tacky base to really get those sparkles, or like a glitter glue type of product. There isn't a ton of base in this, and it feels a little bit more dry. It did have some little bows in there, but I've kind of destroyed them. So let's go ahead and give you guys a swatch. Hopefully you can see it's quite flaky. Again, they are calling it a sparkler eyeshadow. So you can see the translucency right there in it. There's not a ton, like I said, a ton of base pigment product to it. And it is a little bit more of a dry product. So I use it directly over the eyeshadow primer that I put down. And it does look really pretty, but it's not quite as intense as I was thinking it was going to be. It's a more sheer sparkler kind of version product there. So that is the, oh, I should tell you the shade. That's the shade Clink Clink from the MAC Sparkler Eyeshadow Holiday Collection right there. And the third product that I had ordered was the lip balm, but they sent me 2 of the lipsticks. So I called them, I ordered them off of Ulta, and I called them and they said they were going to ship out that one. So I'll send the other lipstick back, but it looked really pretty, the lip balm product. And if it's got that vanilla and a MAC lip balm, like right up my alley. So those are the products that I got so far from MAC Holiday. And then I got my order in from the Charlotte Tilbury website for the Fair Medium Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette, also from, I believe, their holiday collection. I hauled the medium deep one last week. A lot of the websites were sold out of light medium, so I went to the Charlotte Tilbury website to order it. And it's this guy right here. There is a total of 4 times 3.8 grams or 0.13 ounces of product in here. And this is also made in Italy because naturally it's baked gelée, and then it's got the same packaging as the other one. And I'll go ahead and swatch the other one against this one too. And I kind of feel some kind of way about this one. So I did have to break through the topping of the kind of the medium deep one to get more pigment to kind of pick up on the brush, because they're quite stiff in the pan and they feel just a little bit more dry. But they showed up on my skin because, again, that's the medium deep one. This one here, I kind of really had to pack it on. Let me open it up. And then the highlighter there, I put that originally down on the points of my face where I like to highlight. So the top of my cheeks, brow, a little bit on the nose, and the cupid's bow, and a little bit right there. And then it had such an undercast on the top of my cheeks. I don't mind a little bit of depth or undercast on different parts of my face, but on the cheekbone in particular, I don't like it because it will emphasize that the ring that you naturally have underneath your eye, and I don't really like that. So I went over it with the Flower Nose Revelation highlighter to kind of get rid of that undercast. It's still a little bit there, but like you can kind of see the emphasis right there, but it's not as bad as it was. So I'm kind of sad about that undercast for this being the fair kind of lighter version of that. And I also had to use a base with it because I could not get the highlighter to stick to my drier skin type. And then the blush shades I kind of used I was just trying to get it to build up on my skin. And I did like use my finger to kind of break through the surface of those, and that helped a little bit on picking up the product, but I really kind of had to build it up. And I was going to different ones, seeing how I'd get the most impact out of them, and I just kind of had to work with it a little more than I expected that I would. Again, the deeper version has got more, or the medium deep version has got more, you know, deeper colors in it, so it does show up on my more fair skin easier. But I was expecting a little more from this one. And I've got some random mixture of these three products for blush on my skin today. I'm still on the fence. I'm going to toy around with it some more. I was like, well, maybe it's because I exfoliated my face last night. I'm not sure, but I'll mess around with it. But I'm kind of preferring the medium deep version over this one. So let's go ahead and give you guys some swatches. And then this highlighter down here is it's just, I won't use it on the top of my cheeks because it is too deep. So when I'm swatching this, I'm pushing quite hard. And I do recommend like a natural bristle brush or one that's more stiff to get into these products as well. And I thought kind of the highlighter was nice and shiny when I used the base. But by itself, in comparison to like the Flower Nose Revelation or whatever, they're not quite as shiny as some. So that one right there is the light to medium palette. And then let me grab the one that I showed last week in swatches so you can see them next to each other. And the highlighters in this one I can't use like on the top of my cheeks kind of at all, but I do like to mix them in with the blushes to add a little bit more shimmer. And this one's just a little bit more corally, more peachy. And this blush here looks great to give like that sunburnt look, which I really enjoy. So there is the light medium, yes, and there is the medium deep. And the lighter one is more pinky and the deeper one is more kind of peachy. So those are the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautifying face palettes right there. And then also from the Charlotte Tilbury website, I got one of the Hypnotizing Pop Shot Easy Color to Make Your Eyes Pop Single Shadows. This packaging is just the cutest. So there's 0.04 ounces of product in this guy. It is also made in Italy. So this is the box packaging. And the shade that I got is Diamond Eyes. And I have not seen this shade on any other retailers. I kind of had to hold myself back because I kind of want them all, but I just did go with this one because it's one that I thought I would get the most use out of. It's the lightest that I could tell out of all of the the Pop Shot. It's the lightest out of the Pop Shot eyeshadows. That's kind of hard to say. So again, this is the Diamond Eyes, and I've only seen it available on her website. And can we just with the packaging? The crystals are a different color. It's just super, super cute. And this is stunning. There are very, very fine micro glitters in here. They stick really well directly over an eye primer. It's got a really nice base to it, and it's super, super shiny. I'm so tempted to like want them all, you know. Again, this does have super fine micro glitters in it, but look at the shine on it. I love that it has got that pigmentation and kind of that metallic basey finish with those sparkles. It's just really, really pretty. So that one there is the Hypnotizing Pop Shot in the shade Diamond Eyes from Charlotte Tilbury right there. It is so pretty. I still have not gotten, I haven't gotten a shipping notification yet, but I still haven't gotten my package from Pat McGrath with a bunch of the holiday stuff, which I'm like, and then I placed an order on the Camera Ready Cosmetics website for the new Teresa is Dead and Lethal Cosmetics collaboration eyeshadow palette. So this is the second one that they've done with Teresa is Dead, who has got a YouTube channel here as well. And this is actually the palette that I have got on my eyes today. So the palette is made in Germany, and there's a total of, where's that at? 0.51 ounces of product across 9 shades. So you're getting quite a bit of product per pan. And then it does come with a sleeve on there. And this palette is made in Germany. The actual packaging mimics the sleeve as well. It's super, super cute. And then there is a mirror in there, and it flips all the way backward quite nicely. The shades are also magnetized inside the palette, so you can remove them and put other ones in here, or kind of interchange them with her other palette or other shades from Lethal, or just pop them in a magnetic palette. I love when companies do that, both with face products and also eyeshadows. I think it's just like super handy, especially if you're traveling or you like to curate kind of a one and done palette for quick use in the morning or something like that. But this palette here is so pretty. It's almost like a grungy bright palette, and I kind of think the same way about this one like I do the other one. There's just this really pretty grunge factor about it, and I was worried that this shade would be a little bit too mid-tone for me to use like a highlighter. I've used this palette by itself and used this shade underneath the brow, and I've got it on the inner portion of the lid, and it is brighter, but when I use the brighter shades, I do like to have something matte underneath the brow, so I did bring in Wet n Wild Brulee for underneath the brow, because I have got quite a few of the brighter shades on. But the shadows themselves, very little fallout. They blend out, they're pigmented. Lethal's formulation in general is just really, really good. So let me go ahead and give you guys some swatches. There are 3 shimmers, which are TV Dinner, Hive Mind, and Space Thrash, and they're absolutely stunning. Like there's just this little, you know, grunginess about this guy. I'm kind of kicking myself, and I might go back and do it, but I kind of want to get the blushes too. Maybe the highlighters. I do have to use the base with the highlighters, like the Anastasia, like kind of something to tack them onto with my dry skin, but the shine they give doing it like that is super pretty, so I don't know if I'll do that yet or not. And then these next guys. This shade is so stunning. And then this last one. It's just like murky and grungy, and I love it. It's such a pretty color story. So that's the Lethal Cosmetics Teresa is Dead palette, and let me show it next to the first collaboration that she did with Lethal is Dead, so you can see them together. So here is next to the Lethal is Dead, which is this one right here, and then here's the new Teresa is Lethal, I think. So you can see the color stories together. They seem like upon first glance that they're very similar, but really upon application, there's a lot of differentiation between the two, and they're both quite grungy. I recommend them both. And I really wanted to get the gel liners too, because they stay so well on the waterline. I've purchased so many of those gel liners, but they just dry out so fast. And I know that Lethal makes a mixer to like revive them or help them from drying out, but I'm nervous that adding the mixer to the gel liner isn't going to allow the same longevity on the waterline as the liner itself. That's probably why they dry out so fast, but I just have to toss them so quick. So so I didn't buy the gel liners. I don't use them really on the upper lash line that much. If I do, they're shades that I have to mix Duraline with because they're more dry, stiff gel liner. You know, they're not super fluid. So I didn't get those, but they do have some really pretty colors. If you've used the Lethal Cosmetics mixer that they sell on the Lethal Cosmetics website with their gel liners and then used it on the waterline and it has the exact same staying power if you didn't use the mixer, I would love to know, because I will go ahead and order that and probably get some more Lethal gel liners. Also from Camera Ready Cosmetics, I did repurchase 2 of the Effin Liners from Kimchi Beauty. They're vegan liners. There's 0.26 fluid ounces of product, which is a lovely amount of product in there. But I've come to love these eyeliners. Like, I use them almost every single day. They're not flat matte, but they wear really well. And the brush on them picks up quite a bit of product and it's very fluid. So I don't have to keep going into the applicator. I can do a winged liner like super fast with them. And I really like how deep the brown is as well. And the black is very black too. Like I said, they're not flat matte. There is a little bit of a sheen to them. I'll swatch them on my hand so you can see the dry down, how they look when they go on, and then the dry down as well. But I got another one of the black and also the brown, Noir and the brown. So number 1 and number 3, and the other shade that they have is white, I believe. I would love if they came out with like deep maroons or navies or like forest green colors in this liner, because I really like the formulation and I love the inkwell that they come in, and I love the applicator and how much product is in there. Anyway, this is what they come like. I'm still using the ones that I got, but I can tell they're getting a little bit low because, again, I've been using these kind of nonstop since I purchased them, and I didn't want to like run out. So here is the brown. So you can see that it's a little bit thicker brush on there, and it picks up quite a bit of product. And it's very fluid, very pigmented. So that's the brown, and it's like a black and brown. It's so deep, but still has that brown to it. I just love it. And then here is Noir, which I do have this on today as well. So you can see that that's very black too. And I'll just kind of leave them there for a minute and let them dry, and then show you guys what they look like dry. I do have, again, the black on today too. So here they are on the dry down. So not as glossy looking, but there is a shine to them. But I just really love them. Again, those are the Effin Liners from Kimchi. These are the only products I've ever tried from the Kimchi brand, and I'm really tempted to try some more. I would love you guys' opinion if you've tried like the palettes and face products from Kimchi. They have some like pretty looking face products like bronzers and highlighters that I'm tempted by, but I'm just not sure. But I love the liners. And then I placed an order on the Florasis website because they sent over one of their loose, gorgeous peach blossom powders. And not only is the packaging absolutely stunning, but it is so beautiful underneath the eyes. It is very similar to the loose powders that I have from Flower Nose as well. Like, between those two brands, their loose powders and the pressed ones from Florasis are really nice for the face and stuff to take down shine. And the pressed one in the moisturizing version from Flower Nose, I love underneath the eyes as well. Both of these companies just make a beautiful powder. But anyway, I love that gorgeous peach blossom powder so much that I went on the website to get 2 more, and then I had noticed it also comes in a light lavender shade as well. So I got 2 of those, and I just had to show you guys how pretty the box packaging that this comes in. Like, it's just stunning. The bubble wrap and stuff that the powders came in is inside. Oh, this is the shipping box. It's just absolutely beautiful. This brand here is another one that the attention to detail is just outstanding. There was also this little leaflet in there that it was just really pretty to look at too, with some information on there. So the one that I've been using is the number 3 version, which is just kind of a white translucent. And I also got the number 5 version, which is a slight violet to it. So I did pull out the piece that holds the powder in here. When I travel with this powder, if I take it anywhere, I will put it back in because I definitely don't want to like lose any of it. But it's just easier for me to coat my brush and get it on like that than the kind with the screen, which I'll show you in the other powder because I didn't take it out yet. But this is how the powder comes, and there is a really soft like puff that's in there too. So this one here is kind of the translucent version right here. Again, I pulled that out. There's a little mirror in there. The packaging is absolutely stunning. I can't tip that over. It feels like silk. It feels softer than if you've stuck your hand in a bag of flour, and it's just undetectable on the skin. So I do have the lavender version underneath my eyes today. I don't find a ton of difference between the two. If anything, there's just the slightest bit of brightness with the violet one, but not a ton. And again, both of them are very undetectable on underneath the eyes, like just seamless. So here is for what it's worth. Oh, it feels like silk, you guys. Just beautiful for underneath the eyes. And then here is the number 5 with the violet. And this is how the package comes. I'll show you here because I didn't pull that piece out. Super stunning. And then same way you open it up, there's the puff that can sit inside of there. And then it has that cushion style screen, which just for me, it's hard to get an even application on my brush. But let me get a bit of product from this too. I know this is probably not going to do anything for you guys because it's like I said, it's so undetectable in the skin, but maybe you can see that bit of brightness from the violet compared to the original, and I think you can. So there is just a little bit of brightening with the number 5 violet one compared to the number 3 right there, but totally worth trying this powder for setting underneath the eyes. Again, it has a beautiful set, a beautiful undetectable finish on the skin, and I got 2 of each of those, so 2 backups for the one that I'm using of the number 3 and then 2 of the number 5, so I could try that version. And this is what the box packaging looks like as well. Again, very pretty stuff. And then I've noticed almost every time that I go on the Florasis website, because I do quite often to see kind of what's new and happening over there on Florasis, the Florasis website, they always have like a gift with purchase going on. And so because my order exceeded, I can't remember if it was like 120 bucks. Maybe, or maybe it was $100. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you got the free gift. So they sent over this makeup. It's the Floral Do Care makeup removing wipe. So there's one in there. I've not used it yet. And then they also sent over this pretty double side mirror, and they're right about that. It's very pretty. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty it is, right? And then I won't blind you with opening it up, but there's like a magnifying version and then like a normal version of the mirror inside on both sides of the compact. But it's so pretty. And then lastly, with the gift with purchase was this like travel envelope brush set. And their synthetic brushes feel like silk. Like when you use one of their brushes with their silk powder, you could barely feel that you're even touching the skin. They're like super soft synthetics. And the ferrules on these are so pretty too. So it's this little envelope. I just had the brushes in there. And then here is the brush set. I don't know if you can see yeah, you can. The pretty etching on the ferrule there. And then it's got the turquoise shorter handle, but it's a really like pretty, very pretty nice quality travel brush set, and they're super soft. So there's 3 eye brushes. All 3 of those are pinched too. There's like an angled one, little like smudger kind of one, and then a flat kind of shader blender brush, and then an angled kind of blush brush in there. I think this gift with purchase is still going on too. And then like your powder brush, and this one's also got a pinch to it. But yeah, just so airy and super soft. So that was the gift with purchase that I got from the Florasis order that I placed. If you haven't seen, you need to go check out the beauty that's involved with Florasis. And I forgot to mention where Florasis products are made. Everything on the packaging is in Mandarin. I believe it's Mandarin. So I can't really tell on the packaging where it's made, but I'm almost certain that it is a brand made in China. And then also on the packaging, it also says when the product expires, which I also think is really nice. And then lastly, I got in a PR package from Saturday Skin. They came out with a new cleanser. So this is the Saturday Skin Acai Berry and Oats Antioxidant Cleanser. A total of 5.07 fluid ounces that's in here. This is, yeah, it's washed out as all heck. It's like a baby pink and a white. And then there's a glass bottle with a pump that's in there with the cleanser. So that's about how much I've used thus far. It's not a super thick gel, but it does have that like jelly consistency to it. And I've used this for the past couple days at night after I use a cleansing balm to kind of break down my makeup. And it feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't strip it and it doesn't make it feel dry. And it feels pretty gentle on my skin. So I've been enjoying that. And the smell is divine. It smells like berries. And I've also mixed it with the dermafoliant in the morning and also kind of used it to exfoliate with the gel cleanser too, and it works really lovely like that. Saturday Skin is a brand whose skincare products I just really get along with. I kind of hold them kind of like I hold Pharmacy and Glow Recipe, kind of in that same type of realm. I've gone through several products in the line and I really enjoy several of them. I'm using a couple too in the bathroom as well, but this is a really nice product, really nice gentle cleanser as well. And I'll just read a little bit of information on the card here for what they say about the cleanser. It says this light bubbly gel cleanser, and I feel like that's what it is. It's like a light gel with some little bubbles in it. This light bubbly gel cleanser offers a refreshing lather to cleanse and treat with antioxidant rich super acai berries, our grain complex CICA or SICA, and our signature 7 peptide mix. Reveal fresh, bright, and soft skin every time you cleanse and make every day a berry day. And I can say when you're are working the cleanser through your skin, it does feel really, really soft. So far, so good on this guy. That's the Saturday Skin Acai Berry and Oats Antioxidant Gel Cleanser right there. The package also had a little kind of canvas style bag in there. And then they also sent over a Foria Luna 4 Mini dual-sided facial cleansing massager in the lilac version. I was like so taken aback that they sent this over. The Foria Luna is a product that I've used for years. I have got the smaller version with the sea turtle on it that I had purchased years back from Sephora, and I think a part of the proceeds went to helping the sea turtles because the sea turtles are on there. It was like towards a cause in any event. And one of the things about these Forios is once you charge the battery, it lasts forever. Like it lasts a really, really long time before you have to plug it back in again. And I had the full size one as well, and I passed that one on because I actually was enjoying using the mini a little bit better because I was able to kind of get around my nose and stuff better. For the most part, I like to use the more fine side as opposed to the one with the larger kind of silicone nibs on it. But you just kind of touch the skin and like work it around, and it feels like a really nice facial massage. So I thought that was super cool that that was in the package as well. And just an absolute huge thank you to Saturday Skin for sending that over. And that is everything that I have for my haul today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.